Okay, now, as I've shown you before, we do have a little bit of an aura or a room spray. I'll do that eventually to kind of get our energy settled and cleared for our time. Yet I have Emily on the table this morning at Seva Yoga, and we're going to tap into letting go of a fixed or a stagnant mindset into a bit more of ease and flow within our expression, mentally and physically. And I hope that you enjoy this 60-minute session. So as we get started, I want you to take just some nice long calm breaths in through the nose. They could be out through the mouth with a sigh if you'd like. Just slowing down the exhales, lengthening your inhales as you do so. And as you call forth this intention of ease and flow into our session today, notice where the body likes to settle and relax already here and now. Settling into them a bit more of that sacred yes. Your exhales, letting that ease ripple with your inhales. Now as this inhale and exhale come through, like I said, I'll start us off with a little smudge spray. Place my hand over it so it's not deliberately falling on you. Taking in some deep breaths. And as these next few rounds of inhale and exhale come through, can you allow for the intention of an inhale to bring a bit more of that energy towards the crown of the head? As you exhale, let it soften and settle. Next inhale that arrives into the brain, allow for it to echo out just a touch further into the body. As you exhale, soften into that space. Next few inhales, maybe it's the base of your skull, right where the head meets the neck. As you exhale, down the jaw, the neckline, shoulders, and heart. Taking a few breaths just like that into the crook of the neck. And exhale to let it release. And then maybe over time, as you feel this energy settle and have some ease, it's through the sternum and the heart space, wide through the ribs, settling and softening with your exhales. Next few are lower ribs, back body, and belly. And exhale to soften. Taking a few more breaths through the belly, high and through the ceiling. And exhaling to let it soften to the back body and spine, into the table. As you do these, maybe you take the inhale to rise to the belly button into the sky. As you exhale this energy down through the length of the legs, over the knees and into the toes. A few more just like that. Now as your next few rounds of breath come through, we'll cultivate a 3-part Dirga breath. So we're inhaling through the belly, sipping in a bit more air through the ribs, high in through the heart space and maybe even the crown. Then exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Do one more of those as you inhale, belly, ribs, heart and crown if it reaches. And exhale to softly let it go. As you allow for this inhale and exhale rhythm, long and calm, slow and steady, stay with you. Can you notice the essence and the energy of this ease and flow within the body already without much effort or control? And as your long rhythm of inhale and exhale come through consistently over our time, I'll chime in and articulate a little bit of our movement and what comes through on the lighter sense, just so it doesn't take you out of your rhythm, your sympathetic nervous system. It'll begin our Reiki portion of our time. Allowing those breaths to stay even, calm. Envisioning ease and flow from crown to toes. It feels as though that busyness you were talking about or that overthinking isn't irrational. It feels very grounded of thought, even if it is a lot that's going around and moving spaces and places and pieces in life. So at least that's a good thing. Also within our time, I'm creating a little bit of a barrier of what's in your control and what's without your control. So how you show up in the world, the energy that you seek to hold, the ease within you, how you respond instead of react, are all within your own means of control. Everything else can let go. Take a nice deep breath and place my hands on your shoulders. Breathe into that space of the hands and let it soften. Almost feels as though that you're being also protected of something as you're slowing down and being more patient or finding this ease and flow, knowing that that effort or that control and or feeling as though to step back is a really beautiful sign. Again, no matter what it looks like, it'll be okay. Now we take a nice deep breath. I'll place my hand on your elbow and shoulder. And as you intentionally take a few breaths in through the belly, imagining a little bit of this inner fire or glow, a little bit of warmth in the abdomen, belly button, back body. I'm going to place my hands on both hips. There's no need for a bigger breath or an intentional one. Yet as an exhale arrives, I'll place them steady on either hip bone. I even like to feel a little bit of an energy of like lotus in the mud down the legs. The more dense it is on one side, might be a bit more cumbersome or thought-provoking to let it feel a bit more free or with ease and flow. Yet your outward expression seems to be a bit more effervescent than the inner world, allowing it to take more time to navigate what it looks like and how you'd like it to feel, just off of intention. Take the next few rounds of breath. On an exhale, I'll place my hands on your shoulder and elbow once again on the other side. Allowing a little bit more of this space and compassion on the inside, allowing for a bit more of that room to let that passion, that fire grow just like we did in the belly before. That warmth, that knowing of worth, being enough, being whole. As you take the next few 2-3 rounds of breath, I'll place my hands on the hips once again in the same spaces. Even as I come around the other side to your right foot, it's a lot less heavy with energy or resistance or hesitancy. Still breathing in those long inhales, slow exhales of that ease and flow. I'm also repeating to myself in this moment, you are worthy, you are whole, you are enough to allow the ease and flow into your life, just as you are. In this moment, it's almost as if I'm allowing this energy of balance, of ease and flow to be a bit closer to the crown, into the body a touch more with this ease. So even as you are inhaling maybe into the crown, exhale, let that ease and flow come through the thighs, the knees, the toes, and out through the soles of the feet. Another thing I really love to do is energetic band-aids, holding this beautiful essence of ease, flow, grounded energy within you to stay in spaces without much leaking. So as you continue that long, calm breath, I'll go around and place some in the areas I felt that were most vulnerable or extending themselves. want to ground all of this energy down into the ankles and toes. I'll place my hands around your ankle area and leg. So you take a nice deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, I'll place my hands on your legs. Letting this energy flow down into my hands. Anything else that feels residual of mind, body, breath, to let go of, let it be so. I love that the sun just came out as you took your nice deep inhale and slowly release with your exhale. Solidify our energy just a touch more. I'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose, place my hands on your shoulders. Now as you slowly come back into your space, keeping your eyes closed just for now, doing a light little visualization to keep this energy, this essence of ease and flow with you into the rest of your day, the weekend ahead, and maybe even a little longer if it likes to sit. So as this breath comes through, long inhale, slow exhale, can we focus this energy on our solar plexus, our diaphragm area, and maybe a beautiful golden light like the leaves that are outside come to mind. Now it might be at a distance, quite far or dim. Maybe it's close and already in the heart or the solar plexus diaphragm area. Yet just like that ease and that intention with our breath before, can we allow it to grow with our inhales, be more solid and grounded in that space with our exhale. And as each breath comes through, these inhales are growing this light to be a touch bigger over time, more magnetic, growing across the heart space, into the belly. This exhale lets it settle into those spaces a bit more concrete. As the next few breaths come through, can you imagine that this light can't help but pour over the edges of the body, over the shoulders, the outer rims of the chest and ribs, and down through the hips and legs, and allow for this beautiful golden light to explore every atom and molecule in the body. I'm even getting chills along my thighs and knees as well, so if you tend to find some tingling sensation, know that it's mirrored. I know it. And again, breathing into that space, those beautiful, bright, buzzy atoms, that beautiful, golden, empowered light within you. Know that you can always come back to this ease and this sensation just with a bit of intention and breath. Yet for now, take a few breaths and allow for this to settle in a touch more with intention. And as you slowly come back into your space, keeping your eyes closed a touch, maybe the breath becomes a bit longer, brighter. Yet taking your time to allow for the wiggle of the fingers and toes slowly. Feeling the clothes against the skin, maybe the cool air as well to the parts that are exposed. I even moved away from the crown of your head, so if you feel a full body stretch when I come in, you're more than welcome to do so as well, as that movement slowly becomes quiet and small to large over time. And there's no rush. You are more than welcome to stay lying down for as long as you'd like, let alone eyes closed and quiet as well. How do you feel? Good? Good.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps all down my arms and my fingers, and you said good. I was like, oh, good. I love it.
Yeah.